What is up? 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 What is up, Grocknation? Yes, that is Krampus. You see me controlling right now on the screen in Hunt Showdown. Welcome back, everybody, to the arcade this evening. Where tonight we are going to be going over some Christmas-themed Hunt Showdown games. This is a gothic horror extraction shooter that's been around since 2018. For those of you that have not watched my previous videos and are curious, we are right in the middle of the Post Malone Murder Circus Encore event, which also coincides with the Christmas season. So as you can see, this is why I have this nice Hunt Showdown themed overlay I made with AI. Kling AI, that is. Well, guys, we're going to dig into about 4 games here with the Christmas characters. The first one being Krampus, as you can see. A special hunter you unlock through missions you have to actually purchase in the game. We also have Ebenezer Scrooge. I managed to squeeze one game in with him just today, actually, to complete all of the Christmas characters. We have the Christmas Wraith, which is like a scarecrow-themed Christmas character. And we have Santa Claus, which is like some miner that's apparently supposed to be Santa Claus. And those are your 4 Christmas characters in the Hunt Showdown game. Once again, though, guys, before we get started, if you haven't already, you like the content, please, please, please don't forget to like the video so other people who like this type of ASMR and or Hunt Showdown can find it. Also, if you love this kind of content, we do a lot in the channel. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, guys, let's get into our very first game on this video. So this actually was taken, I believe, last week. I have a game after this with the Winter Wreath, I think she's called. It's the Christmas Scarecrow Girl. That was from the very first day of the Murder Circus Encore event, which started on the 11th. So it's been out for 11 days as of this video. The Post Malone Murder Circus, which is an event that they had last year, the very first one, that was very prominently featuring Post Malone. He was like their big spokesperson of it because he's a fan of the video game. I actually didn't play Hunt Showdown around that time. I didn't have any plans on ever playing it again at that point, and I really, really, really have FOMO from not getting those Post Malone skins from that Battle Pass. Because I always thought they were purchased hunters, like you could purchase it. So if I ever came back to Hunt, I figured I could actually purchase Post Malone's legendary skin, I figured. But no, it was only with that Battle Pass, so I missed it, and I don't think I'll ever get it back. Mind you, they are releasing Battle Pass skins in a store for sale now, so it's possible one of these days those skins might become available. The Murder Circus theme in Hunt Showdown is actually a traveling circus. That's full of like murderous clowns and everything, like bandits. And they made their way into this corrupted area, or the corrupted areas, these maps, and yeah, their clowns and everything got taken over by this, whatever this curse is that turns them into zombies and such. But basically, they're a bunch of bad guys. Post Malone was with them in the first Murder Circus, and in this Murder Circus, he's actually on the hunter's side. So, if you guys notice, I'm running the Christmas Crack skin. Can't remember what it's called. Death Carol, I think it's called. It's a skin that came out last Christmas. Again, I wasn't playing Hunt Showdown last Christmas. it's Christmas themed. It's got. If you guys see me aim down sights, you can see that I was using, or that you could see a snowflake on the back of it. It's really nice. It's got like Christmas colors and reindeer Christmas designs on it. It's super nice. I understand it's really hard for Hunt Showdown, a game that's a gothic horror style. Unlike other games you will play that have battle passes and whatnot, they will always have seasonal skins that are appropriate for those seasons, and they look colorful and everything else. Hunt Showdown doesn't have that luxury because it's got this dark lore, so we have to take what we can get, and this gun has a little reference to Christmas. It's just a winter gun of sorts. As you can see, that big bell charm on there, that's actually from the mini Krampus battle pass / story you have to actually complete before you unlock this Krampus skin. That's what I spent probably the first 4 days of this event, this Post Malone event, doing, because I wanted to use them for the Christmas season. I'm a very old school Christmassy guy, so this Christmas overlay and these Christmas characters I will run until January 1st. And then it's off for the year, which I'm kind of sad about because I just put it on at the end of November. And yeah, I never even used my ARC one. I made one more for ARC Raiders and have not played it since last month, actually, before my buddy Jackass went to Barbados. So, little update for those who were paying attention. I never did get Diamond in the finals, and I think I actually am done with the finals for good. In all honesty, it's a very, very hard game to play solo queue before, but it's actually way, 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 way worse now than it was when I stopped playing last December and January. I don't know if it's worse, or I'm telling myself it's worse, but I really invested a lot of time in the last week and a half of the season, and that could be why. All the lobbies were filled with Smurfs. A Smurf, for my non-gamer listeners, is somebody that's a really, really high rank that creates another account. It usually only gets done in free-to-play games like the finals, because an account's free, it doesn't cost you any money, so you just create another account, and you can play with friends at lower elos or lower ranks and try to help them rank up. Last week and a half there was lots, and the last 3 days I played every single tournament bracket of every tournament had Smurfs, so essentially it was Ruby lobbies. Ruby's the highest rank in there, Ruby and Diamond. And me solo queuing was put with other solo queuers that were trying to do the impossible task I was doing, which was to try to solo with randoms. In the finals, it seemed every game, like I said, there was a team of Smurfs or a Smurf boosting his friend, trying to help him get Diamond before the season's end to get the reward. So if I grinded it as hard as I did in November, that I did the last week and a half, at the beginning of December, I think I probably would have got Diamond, because I did invest a lot of time. All my spare time was spent on it, at least 3 hours a day, I'd say. But, like I said, the last week and a half, it was 1 step forward, 2 steps back. And that's when I realized, this is a game where you really need at least one teammate to stand kind of a chance. And even then, like I said, unless you had a teammate that's already a Diamond or a Ruby player, that last week and a half, that's pretty much what those lobbies were, because every single lobby, like I said, had them in there. Every single lobby had a default skin person that was dropping 18 kills. And, you look at their wins and they only have 200 wins or something, and it's like, yeah, this is a Smurf. Their account levels are low 20s, and you're like, yeah, this guy's not brand new. And, yeah, that's just what happened, so extremely frustrating. And I told myself, you know, it was a super downer. I'm like, I don't want to be disappointed like that again because I am a super competitive person. Everyone knows this in my life. I am the type of guy, and the finals now is going to prove that if I can't win at something, if it's not achievable for me to win, I just don't play it. I have to be able to win. And I couldn't do it, so I don't see myself ever doing it again. That's not to say I won't jump in there and play World Tour, which is an easy ranked version, I guess, because you don't lose any progress when you lose in World Tour. You have to win to rank up. So I've never respected World Tour players because of that when I was playing the finals, because I played ranked, so when you lost points. But I might go back and play World Tour. I don't see myself stressing out over World Tour like I was with ranked. And it might be achievable with randoms as well. I don't know. It's just so unfortunate. It's such a great game, you guys. But I have no friends that play it. Played regularly anyway. My little friend Owen actually plays with me once in a while. He's really good. But it's few and far between I have matches with him. So right now I'm trying to see which one of my teammates has fire ammunition because something burnt that dog. And I found out afterwards it was one of the enemies that shot the dog. So here I make a little Arc Raiders joke. I told my teammates, oh, a Raider just died. Because that's what happens in Arc Raiders when they die. A big red flare pops up. So yeah, we haven't really been talking much in here, but we have narrowed down where the arena is. There's been gunfire here. Now we're trying to move in, figure out what's happening, because there's a lot of gunfire happening here the whole game. And right there, someone's hitting traps. I can see there's a few flares, so someone's burning somebody. Look at this sick shadow from Krampus. This is one of the nicer skins in a game. I'm so disappointed they didn't release it in like November, so I could have used it all of November, all of December. I only, like I said, can use it for another couple weeks, and then I'll be putting them away for the year. But it's so nice. So there's one of the players. I got the kill there. I find that incinerate ammo with the Crag, the bullet travel of velocity is so easy for me to control. Doesn't do as much damage. It will light your opponent on fire if you're close enough, which is a huge advantage because they have to get out of sight to put the fire out. Right here I just used my witness and my dark sight. I noticed there's like 7 bodies here, so I told my teammates I think the whole lobby's here. I just heard one go into this shack. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to throw it at the back. Your ball bearings from your grenades will sometimes go through walls, so this one there's a tiny gap in the door and I was able to throw it in there. We got him. So that's 2 members of that team that's dead now. Oh, I remember this now. This was so funny. So he actually got necroed from inside the building. Someone inside's necroing him right now. Which is, you basically go on dark sight and you can revive someone from a distance. You lose a bar of health. And that's what I heard. I just heard the guy get up. So I know if I throw Hellfire in there, he's going to light on fire. And he comes running out, guns blazing while he's on fire. That was so funny because he knew he was pretty much dead anyway. Hellfire essentially is like a little mini grenade that lights you on fire. It pretty much eats an entire instant 75 health off of your health bar. It gets burned off. So if you have a little, like my situation where I would have lost my little bar and half of my big bar behind it. So I'm getting pushed by this guy here. My teammate actually does kill him right here. I don't know exactly which member of which team this guy's with, so I'm gonna burn him just in case. Burning in Hunt Showdown, like I said, other videos for those of you that are new, I'll explain it. You burn off bars, as you can see it looks like Secret Ash on my health bar. Once that goes all the way down, you're perma-dead, because you'll have no bars left. So when you burn someone that's down, every time you get down in Hunt, you lose one of those little bars. You get picked up, it's gone unless you banish, or you go and replenish it somehow with either a trait or a special medkit. But once it's completely burned off, so while you're dead, it'll slowly be burning off, like a cigarette burning. So what it does is, if you're playing with friends and someone burns your teammate, you don't want your friend to be burned out completely and be out of the game permanently with no chance of coming back unless, you know, again, you have to... I lit the guy on fire, I shot him through the wall. So nice to bring incendiary ammo at nighttime too, guys, because you can see enemies running on fire in the dark. It's easy to track them. But you don't want your friend to be out of the game, so you'll push to put them out, either by throwing a choke bomb or by trying to manually put them out. It puts a timer on them, and you force them to move, which is really, really good. I never get bitter about people burning me, because it's a smart play. Some people get so mad. They come into my stream afterwards, and, you know, they give me shit for burning them. Or burning their friends. So right now, I'm pretty sure he's reviving back there, and he does. I can hear him reviving that guy I downed. Does he revive him? I think at one point I'm realizing I don't think he revived him. I can't remember. Like I said, this game was like a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't remember ever seeing him again. He might have went inside, though. I'm not sure. I'm just making sure we're not going to get jumped on the other side. He's throwing a grenade just to see if he can hit anything, or a dynamite bundle. But right now it's... I should say that this game was a 6-star lobby. And, or no, a 5-star lobby. And in Hunt Showdown, the difference between a 5-star lobby and a 6-star lobby, if it's all 6 stars, is so... the gap is so wide. It's literally going from bronze to maybe platinum or diamond in most games. Like, that's what the difference feels like. The level of game sense and everything you get from these 6-star lobby games is crazy. So you're not used to it when you jump back into 5-star lobbies. You know, you're having a string of bad games, you're back in 5-star, playing with 5-star, 4-star players. Look at how many bodies. You know, you overthink moves and you end up dying, you know, just because they hold down that W key and they push you like crazy. And yeah, sometimes you're not ready for it. So I think this is a 5-star lobby, I believe. It might be a 6-star. But like this guy back here taking a shot at me. What he's doing here is, like, that's what I expect him to do. What he does next, I do not expect him to do. He comes running off out in the open, and then he starts to push me. There's a reason why he did afterwards here, I think. I think it's because he has no ammunition. He just came running around the corner, and I'm like, I would never do that. So he's on fire again. I'm thinking I just gotta tag him. I think my teammate hit him, actually. And that's it, that's everybody, that's all the bodies. So we're done. Now, because I got so many videos for you guys today, like I said, I got a video for each winter skin, Christmas skin rather. We're going to watch the remainder of this, even though I know the whole lobby is gone, because I want to show you guys the murder circus as well, and just give a chance to speak to you guys a little more before we go on to the next match. But the next match, when the fights are over, I think we'll just move on to the next of this and drag out and become like a 2-hour long video. There's a trait here, Shadow Leap, which I don't know why I grabbed. I'll grab any bounty or any traits, even ones I don't like, off the ground in the world, because you can always sell them. And sorry, I had to kind of clear my throat. Unfortunately, I think I'm coming down with a cold right before Christmas, which really sucks. Look, everyone's using that tier 2 hunter. That's a tier 3 version of him. They actually brought back the outlaw tier 3 hunter and the whistler. I used to call him a little old. Not old, but the bearded cowboy with the gray trench coat. I used to call him the whistler from Blade. They brought them back with this update. Much like Krampus, you have to like do a story / mini battle pass, basically little objectives you gotta do when you unlock them. So yeah, we are going to go and check out the Murder Circus. I just want to show you guys as well. Those of you that haven't seen it yet, or those of you that don't play Hunt Showdown, you're wondering what the hell is Grock talking about. So, gonna look for Mr. Rotjaw as well, because like I said, this lobby is pretty much empty now. We just gotta go and pick up the bounties, basically. Head to that Murder Circus and get the trades and moolah from there. So this is by far the most fruitful event they've had, and it's fitting that it's for the month of December. I think I'm up $40,000 already, and I've only been playing since the 11th. You can have up to 3 cash boxes in the circus itself. Special cash boxes, that is. It's easier to get points than it was during the Empress, the Web Empress, or whatever that event was last month. Which, by the way, I never did get a chance to put a video out for you guys. I really wanted to. They had some really good Halloween skins out this year, and it was actually a really good event. The Spider Lady event. But I never did get a chance. And I told myself, well, I'm definitely going to be doing a Christmas one. Because I missed Halloween, and I know I have some people that really like these Hunt Showdown videos. Especially Hunt players. Like I said, it's a lot like streaming Hunt. Pretty much Hunt players are the only ones that really like this. That are not here for ASMR, I should say. So you're probably noticing these little balloons everywhere. They're points, event points if you shoot them. Right there, see? 1 event point. 2 event points. And, yeah, 25, 50, 75, 100. You know, 125, 150, 175, 200. Every 25 you'll get a point, and those points you can use to purchase things in these event items, which are, some of them are scattered throughout the map. You guys just seen one of those fortune teller machines, which is basically a random, like gambling. You give away 1 trade point or one of those special event points, and it'll give you something random, money, an item, a buff, something. As well, there's like a strongman bell, the old hammer bell, that if you hit it and you get to the top, you max it out, you get 25 event points right there, which is the equivalent to, obviously, like I said, one event point, basically, if you can hit it all the way to the top. So this is the Murder Circus. There is a bear that watches over at the Mortis, it's called. It's basically the same bear. As you can see, I got aim punched by by the circus zombie. There are circus zombies in here as well. They're throughout the map. They're different than regular zombies. They're worth one point. Like 1 event point each. And they were probably the biggest pain in the ass to unlock Krampus, because you needed to kill 50 of them. And they're not easy to find. So this guy just got killed by the Mortis. And I just finished him off. The cool thing about the Mortis here is he can actually, like you guys just seen it, he can break through the tent walls. Right here, all that pandemonium, all these zombies. I didn't realize I actually killed the Mortis, so I thought he was still in there. So I was waiting for the other guy to come, but no, the Mortis is dead. I actually killed him with a penny shot. So they dropped Magpie, because like I said, the Mortis is just a bear, and the bear is a Mortis. They're the exact same thing. That's a decent trade, but it's going to take up a trade slot for me, so let's look at what we have here. Trade slot I don't want to get rid of, so obviously, like I said, special cash box, I got 250. You can actually shoot these balloons in here, although everyone likes to just run behind and melee them all, as this guy's doing. You have your usual things for event points, your envelopes, your special med kit, and your cash boxes, your full resupply. There we go, we got 500 from that. These are the tarot cards that were introduced for the last event. I won't go over that too much. Basically, they give you little buffs. Some of them cost you health and everything. So as you can see, I got $1,000. Actually, $1,250 from all these special cash boxes. I got 2 event points left, so I can actually find one more cash box if I could. And these are some like special traits they have for the event. Crack shot's one I like. It reduces your sway for these type of weapons I'm using. There's that bow that shoots buzzsaws. It's been nerfed, I guess, from the last Post Malone event, and I have yet to see somebody use it, so obviously it's not that good. It used to be a little overpowered, everyone tells me, but I got 1 point left, so I'm like, I want to go either grab a buff or a fortune teller. What do I do here? Oh, I'm looking for a 4-shot boom, just to give me some stamina and everything. 4 rod shot, there we go. So now we get a 4-minute boost buff with everything. So stereo cards, for example, there's a card called the Judgment. And what it does, there's lots of cards, like 12 cards or something, but with the Judgment, it would double the amount of these buffs I have. So see, they're all 4 minutes, 40 seconds, or 3 minutes, 40 seconds. It would go to 6 minutes, or 7 minutes and 20 seconds is what it would go to if I use the Judgment. But as soon as I use the Judgment, it would take my HP down to 1 HP, so it's like I got shot with a sparks is what would happen. And I'd have to replenish that health right away, but I would have my buffs for double the amount of time. Another cool one they have is Magician. You can lay it down and people with dark sight will see it. And it'll look like it's a person, it'll be an orange blob for them. Until they actually walk up to it and they'll see it's this black smoking thing on the ground. I just told them to give me the hammer for raw jaw because I just took a 4-shot. So I have the stamina with the melee this crocodile. This crocodile, the best thing to kill him with is a hammer. As most of the bosses in Hunt Showdown, they all have preferences. An item that, a melee weapon rather, that does exceptional damage to them. The hammer is good for the spider, the assassin, and raw jaw. As its blunt weapons, piercing weapons is good for Scrappy and the butcher, especially an axe with the butcher, and shotguns, anything to shred him. But yeah, raw jaw, it's good with a sledgehammer. Well, I think we get death cheat from this guy. Like, it was a really fruitful game. And I believe this is my first game on that night, so it was going really well. Like I said, in Hunt Showdown, though, you don't get rewarded for doing really well. Like, you'll go from a 5-star to a 6-star if you have too many good games back to back to back, and like I said, it gets really, really sweaty. If you're a casual like I am, that's not death cheat for sure. That's Shadow Leap, the one I got for free. It could be a little much. You're going, man, I'm just trying to make some content here, or I'm chatting with people or something, and you know, you kind of gotta sweat your palms a bit, and it's hard for me to do because it's a game that doesn't have a rank system, I guess. Like, we're not playing for a rank, and every game essentially is casual, so I put this up because the lobby's over. I'm just running to the extract now. So I hope you guys have been having a good month. I think I mentioned that in my video of the top 10 best Christmas movies. If you guys want to watch that, it's great. A lot of great movies in there. Christmas has been decent for me so far. I literally just have all my shit wrapped today, and I had a lot of stuff to wrap. I actually cheated and I bought a couple those gift box presents for a few of them because I had so many. I just discovered that my water line in my cabin is actually frozen. I can't believe it. We didn't put a tarp over it when everyone was doing it last month because I figured we'd be fine. We were having running water because the water was so low this summer. A lot of the line is exposed on like the rock bar above the water, so yeah, it froze. It's been like minus 30 Celsius pretty much for a whole week. So that absolutely sucks. And that kind of changes our Christmas plans. We're still going to do Christmas at my Christmas cabin, but without running water, we're going to have to use my in-laws' bathroom, which is like 4 cabins down, so it's not the end of the world, but it's really inconvenient. But yeah, we're going to be doing Christmas at my cabin. My wife's actually just coming back from town over. She's picking up her grandfather, who's actually staying with us for the week. To spend Christmas with the family, so that's kind of nice as well. But I think we'll move on to the next game here, guys. This game is pretty much done. I'll give you a Christmas wreath game that, like I said, I actually played on the very first day of this event. And it was a really good game, actually. As soon as I played it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good for the Christmas ASMR video for this game. So let's get into that right now. Okay, so here we are with, sorry, it was the Thorn Wreath is the name of this hunter. Badass looking hunter, and like I said, she's got little Christmas ornaments on her, those little cherries, I'm not sure what those are called. Those little Christmas berries, snowberries maybe. And obviously we're using her weapon. I think this weapon came out with her when she came out last Christmas. Like I said, I wasn't playing Hunt Showdown last Christmas. We are actually queued up with a team right now. That's a new feature that came out with this update. We now have calling cards we can update and decorate. I love the frame I have on mine. That's the Prestige 100 frame. It looks so nice. Or border. And you can post some stats, which I was really, really excited about when it was announced. Because obviously I've been playing since 2018, but it's only stats that were only available from last February when this game launched. 1896 launched, rather, the massive update. If you guys are looking at this overlay going, something's missing here, Grock, it's actually the lights around my camera frame and my game footage frame. I actually put that up just a couple weeks ago. Spice up this intermission a little more. What's really bothering me with this cowgirl is her hair. And the right side of her hat, as you can see, it's like there's hair hanging from the hat. I found this image online. Actually, it was just an AI still image, and I thought maybe the AI rendering did that, but no, that's actually how it looks. I never noticed it. I would have actually taken it off, but yeah, it's like hanging there stupidly. But overall, I'm really happy with that. It looks so unique, and I've had people stop by that are scrolling through Hunt Showdown. And they're curious about it. They're going, who is that? And I'm like, it's just some AI person. They're like, how did you animate that? And I was like, well, I used Kling AI, which is an awesome app. I've been really busting my buddy Jackass's balls with it. Again, guys, this is actually 1080p. But like I said, the VODs on Twitch are not the greatest. So, if you're wondering if it's your resolution, it's not. It's just, this is what the resolution looks like on certain maps. The last map you guys seen was a night map, and this game always looks so much better than the VODs. On the night maps, there's less blurriness like there is here. Just because there's so much light, I guess. This CryEngine is crazy. It's so good. I don't even have it on maxed, and this looks so great. Look at how nice that gun is. That's what I'm looking at right now. So actually there is a third gun. Or a second gun, I guess. Third. There's a whole line of this. These Christmas weapons, by the way, they're all Winfields and Krags snipers. But there is also a Vetterli, which I think I use next game. There's a Vetterli. It came out during the very last battle pass. I actually played in Hunt Showdown, which was, when was that? December 2020 it was. It was actually one of the first battle passes Hunt Showdown did, an actual battle pass. They did Twitch drops up to that point. I think that was the first battle pass. And actually the final piece of that battle pass was was like the big prize at the end. And I never finished the battle pass. I did the battle pass long enough to get that Christmas federally. But I had such hunt fatigue at the time. That's when I quit playing Hunt. And I never finished it. I just, like I said, I went far enough to get that federally. And that was it for me. I was like, that's good. I'm good now. Okay, this is kind of funny because...
Sorry, baby.
I think the next video I'm actually here as well. This is where this fight ends up as well. Right here. Because I'm pretty sure this is where... Oh, I can't remember. This is, like I said, this is from the 11th, so... But my federally video with, Santa Claus it is. Jesus, I was just like, who's the 4th Christmas character? It's actually here as well. Oh, maybe I'm confused here. I'm almost certain we fought here, though. Regardless, let's go, I'm kind of curious how this game's gonna turn out. I don't remember this part of it. Maybe it ends up back here is what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, it does for sure, because the circus is right there. Oh, look at how bad that looks, though, sometimes. When you go through leaves and everything, how it looks, the rendering. I think I put out a Hunt Showdown video. Oh, when was that? Last summer. And it looks so bad. All the maps were bright, clear, sunny days. Sunny day maps like this. If you're wondering why I brought this hammer and this ball peen hammer, this railroad hammer it's called, it's because I was trying to do Krampus quests. One of the Krampus quests was, I think it was to get 5 kills with the hammer, but also to get 2,000 melee damage. So I'm like, okay, well I'll just keep using the hammer. I'll get both done at the same time, kind of. And I'm actually kind of shocked how easy it was to actually get kills with the hammer. You have to kind of ambush for sure, but. Okay, so now we got a bounty. We picked up the special bounty here from the circus, which is like most events, they'll have the special bounty there. I was like, I gotta fight this mortis though. This is the first time I see the mortis, and there we go. We got our 40. Got 2 points out of the deal. No, this is definitely not the same game. I was gonna say someone's gonna come in on us right now, aren't they? Yeah, this is it. We're getting shot at right now. Somebody ambushed us. I knew this looked familiar. So I'm like, it's my opportunity now to get a hammer kill. And this guy here, there you go, there's one. I got restoration, which I didn't realize I had. I didn't know I had rampage up until now. So I got the kill and I got my health back. That's a rampage trait. There's a Post Malone from the last Murder Circus. That was the basic one. The red one is the one you got at the very end of the Murder Circus. So we got a couple. There's one guy, I think, the Sasquatch guy's telling me he has a bow. So I'm like, okay, well again, like I said, he's not coming out, so we're gonna drag him out. How do you drag them out? Well, you burn their teammates. Force them to move. Biggest mistake you can make in Hunt Showdown is pushing someone when you don't have to push them. When they have a one-shot weapon, whether it be a shotgun or a crossbow, which this guy has. He has a scoped crossbow, so right now he's probably holding an angle waiting for us to push him. It's guaranteed to kill one of us, so we gotta get him moving. A good way to get him moving is to burn his teammates. Unless they're random. And there's like, hell with it. I'm telling him he's right behind there, in between the two entrances to the Murder Circus. I should have actually went and checked what tarot cards those were.
Now he's one towards his friend's body, 270.
There's one tarot card. Oh jeez, which one is it? This is funny actually. I think those fucking bees chased me, if I'm not mistaken. I shot them because I thought he was near there and they might go after him. No, I guess not. 9 times out of 10, guys, when I blow up bees or throw a beehive, they come after me every single time. It's ridiculous.
Right behind here.
Yeah, he's still back there.
Right behind this thing, right here.
But there's a tarot card that you can actually see through the eyes of the nearest enemy. So you could be across the map, the nearest enemy's across the map from you. You'll go into their vision for, I think it's 10 seconds. They get notified they're being seen, they're being watched by somebody. There's like a little horror sound that goes off. Right there, my teammate got killed. You know, it's quiet, so I'm like, shit, it's a bow. He's got a crossbow. And at some point he tells us it's a scoped crossbow, so I'm like, great, now we're pushing this guy. We have no choice but to push him now because our teammate's dead now. We can't just leave him. I can't tell you guys how many times this happens. And it's frustrating. Because now we're putting ourselves in a situation where we have to push this guy. The tables have turned. You know, and obviously he has no intentions of putting out his teammate that we burned. Although, no, hold that criticism. He actually does get that Post Malone back up, the one that's burning right now. I'll show you here in a bit, or you'll see here in a bit. And that's probably what he's doing right now. I'm not even paying attention, though. Now I'm looking back at the VOD. Yeah, he's definitely, right now he's picking him up. But now it's so stupid because he went chasing him. We had the bounty. We could have burned these guys and we could have left. Honestly, that's a smart move. If you're playing this game for trying to make money and level up or maybe prestige up, that's the smart move to make. But if these guys, I'm at the point now where I think I'm up to $165,000 or something, and I'm prestige 100. I don't care anymore. I do whatever these randoms want to do. It's actually really funny sometimes when you play with them. The decisions they make and the critiques they give, it's just so comical sometimes. True story, I actually played with my buddy Wrath. I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and that was the first week of the Murder Circus. And we spawned on the bounty. It was me, Wrath, and a random. We spawned on a bounty, we killed it. That random placed a ton of traps, and I remember telling Wrath, like, this guy would have been such a toxic guy to push an arena with. He brought nothing but traps. He brought in bear traps, and tripmine traps, and concertina traps, and concertina bombs, and I'm like, holy crap. Long story short, we get the bounty, and we can hear a lot of gunfire towards the circus. That's where the other bounty is. So as soon as you grab the bounty, you know, there's an extraction south of us, way south of us. Me and Raz start making our way towards the circus, because obviously we're going to go for the other bounty. We didn't even play the game yet. We just spawned in and killed the boss. We didn't realize as we were talking and walking, we were resupplying at a resupply halfway there. I looked at the map and I could see our teammate, the random. He's pretty much almost at the extract. And I was like, Wrath, look at our teammate. He's gone. He's leaving. So Wrath's like, where are you going? He asks him. And it's like, he types back because he's not talking. He types in game. He goes, I'm going to avoid that ambush you guys are running into. We're like, ambush? Like, we have dark sight. We can see. No one's going to ambush us. You have dark sight because he had the other bounty. He goes, yeah, it's not worth dying for pushing something like that. Something stupid like that, he said. Something along those lines. And we're like, so you're going to run away and extract by yourself. You're going to make like $100. Like, what the hell? So he's still, like, in the game chat, shit-talking us. Basically saying we're stupid. So we're like, just leave then. Why are you still here? He's like, at the extract, but he's not extracting. So he watches us. He spectates us as we fight that team he was worried about. Well, I killed 2 of the guys, so I blew up one and I headshot the other, and Wrath headshots the third. And he's still watching us. I'm like, there, we just killed the last team in the lobby. Like, you could have got more money, you could have got the circus, we could have got the other bounty, you know, and he's just smack talking. But he left the game at that point. We were just laughing on chat in my stream. In Discord, we were laughing with each other, me and Wrath. Like, I've never seen that before. I got like 3,000 hours. I've never seen someone run away like that. Like, it doesn't make sense. You ran away for $100. Like, what? And he actually came into my stream. He went and he watched me pull up my stream. There we go. I was just saying, why is this guy pushing that again? He was literally pushing the guy. See, the other bounty's gone.
He picked his boy up.
The other bounty's gone.
Unless that's a post Malone
We're just, like, now this guy's just fighting this team, and now he pushed and he got arrowed again. And like I said, it's just, as a good player, I guess, I'm kind of like, what is this guy doing? Like, now a situation like that, if this is back in a day when I cared and about my ranking, because I was trying to get Prestige 100, I would leave this guy. I would just say, oh, well, let's go, we got the bounty. But like I said, because I have everything, I'm not worried anymore, so. And it's the Post Malone, as you can see, the one I burned. So I'm like, he's definitely a one-shot, for sure he's a one-shot. So I'm like, I just need to hit him once, but I'm kind of annoyed. I'm like, as if this guy died out in the open again. And I could see him peeking through the cracks there, see, and I shot him in the head. So he circled back and he went to the wagon. And had he not swung and peeked, I never would have seen him through the crack, and I shot him in the head. Now, here's a little tactic I like to use. I like to bring in pitching, and I like Hellfires for this exact reason. Throw the Hellfire in there again. He's getting picked up as he speaks. He's dead again. He died from the Hellfire. And the guy that picked him up is on fire, putting himself out. And I'm like, he must be, I can see his legs. He's behind the wagon. So again, another Hellfire with pitching. Throw it right behind the wagon, and it'll light him up. Hits him again, he's on fire, and I actually land the shot as he runs away. So that's it, this team's dead. But Hellfires, they're instant. Like I said, it's like an instant grenade. There's no cooking, there's no it landing, and they can run away from it. No, it just lands. This is crazy, guys, because I just talked about this. I forgot about this. They actually laid a Magician card right now inside the circus. And right now we think there's another player inside the circus. So now I'm like, I want to burn this guy. I'm like, it's obviously the third. So I'm telling them, I'm burning this guy, but then he won't burn. And I can't figure out why he's not burning right now. He's not burning right now, guys, because that team's completely dead. And they're gone. They quit the game. So they won't burn. But I think there's someone else in there because I can see on my vision that there was an orange blurb in there, or blob. And again, it's because they laid a Magician card. And that's what it does. I just talked about this. That's funny. See? I'm like, he's right there. He's inside there. So we go and check it out. And yeah, it's a Magician card. It's nobody. I actually just seen it there, but I wasn't paying attention. It just looks like a little black smoke coming out of the ground. You can actually melee it or whatever. And, but yeah, it really, really confused me. But yeah, that guy came into my stream chat. And he's like, how can you guys gotta calm down. You guys are so mad. Listen to you. And I was like, holy shit, Wrath, he's in my Twitch chat now. I'm like, we're not mad at you at all. Like, it's just so funny. Like, why would you play this game if you're just gonna run away when you have two really good teammates? Like, you had really good teammates. We killed them. You would have got everything. You know, and he's like, oh, but you guys find a third, so you stop bullying randoms. And I'm like, what? Who's bullying you? He just kept trying to play victim. It was so comical. But that's it. That's it for this game. Like I said, the other bounty is gone. We spent all game fighting this one team for this one little bounty. If you're going, Grock, what are you looking for here? I hadn't known yet that it was a Magician card, so it was a decoy. As you can see in my dark side, it's still orange. So I still think there's someone in there. I think it's the other guy. It says, no, man, it's a decoy. It's a Magician card. Regardless, let's get to the next match. I want you guys to see the other Christmas skin, which is a Santa skin. And then I actually have a Scrooge match from today that's only about 7 minutes long. We'll discuss why it's only 7 minutes long when we get there, but for now, let's get to that next game. Okay, so here is the next game. As you can see, I got Mr. Santa Claus ready to go on deck with that awesome Tier 2 hunter. I'm so excited it's back. And that creepy sister that came out right around the time for the Halloween season in Hunt. this was actually from a couple days ago. I got off work and I just couldn't go to sleep, so I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll play some Hunt. And I had a couple of really decent games. This was a really good game I had with Santa Claus and the other Christmas gun, so I told myself I most certainly need to add this to the Christmas Hunt Showdown VOD for my ASMR viewers. As I told you guys, I feel like I'm coming down with a cold, which sucks. I just took some Neocitrin before I got on here as well. I've been taking cold effects, just trying to avoid ruining my Christmas week. I don't actually go back to work till the 27th, so I want to enjoy these days off and not be miserably sick while everyone's visiting and commiserating. And you know, we got some fresh baked goods I want to be able to dig into. And Christmas dinner, I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, it sucks. I really hope I'm not sick. Hope it's really just me trying to recover from night shifts. As night shifts, as I'm getting older, are actually becoming a little more annoying, I guess you could say, to recover from. But as you guys can see, I actually didn't put the Christmas bell on this gun. This is kind of like a Christmas gun as well. But the bell is on this one, and this is such a nice Christmas gun. I don't normally use it federally, but I was using it this last couple weeks because of this skin for Christmas time. It's got like a blue Christmas wrap around it, like a like almost like a sweater material, and it's got some frosty, like snow etchings on the side of it. But yeah, this is the Santa Claus character, which I actually got last year, not realizing it was a Santa Claus character. It was actually my friend Louis. I got it, and I'm like, check this guy out, he's got a big beard and everything. He goes, that's the Santa Claus. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, they have a Santa Claus in here now. I'm like, what the hell? He's like a miner, his lore in here. He's like some miner guy that like gives gifts to people and stuff, and he's not actually, you know, Saint Nicholas, but he's basically their version of Saint Nicholas. He's got like a real evil laugh when he queues up. It's so funny. It's like Shao Kahn almost. But yeah, this is one of my favorite skins in the game for sure. Of all the Christmas skins, I'd say for sure it's the number one, and just for skins in general in a game, it's up there. The Santa Claus, like I said, once I found out he was Santa Claus, I actually never used him again. Until this holiday season. He actually just sat in my inventory, my Hunter inventory, and I never ever used him. Until this, like I said, this month I've been using him like crazy. Because like I said, I didn't play Hunt after November 11th. November 11th for me, November 12th. November 11th is Remembrance Day in Canada, and I don't do anything Christmassy until after the 11th. Just for, out of respect for my veterans. You know, I'll put all my lights up and everything, but I won't light them until after. On the 12th, I light everything up. Same thing on my stream. I don't get my Christmas stream going until the 12th. So by the time the 12th came around, I was done with the Web of the Empress Battle Pass in Hunt, so I wasn't playing Hunt. Like I said, I was playing the finals exclusively. So I would have obviously been playing with these skins for a little longer than I have now. I am also not a fan of my Grockstar cowgirls on my sign this year. I think next year I'll try to make it a little more pronounced. I don't know if you can really see it there. Those are the cowgirls that I put in the end of my logo on my normal Hunt Showdown cam, but they actually don't look as good with that those candy cane stripes going through them. They kind of like blend in. I don't know how else to say it. That light strip, I actually got that on Etsy. The one that's over my camera, as well as my camera frame and my gameplay frame and my intermission screen. It's all the same lights. That looks so nice, and it was so basic. It was so basic. It's one of the nicer Christmas decorations I think I've ever put on my channel. This is comical, so I got rid of that stupid sound decoy. I was laughing at myself going, just watch, I'll pick up another one. I actually said it to myself here. There we go, we got a hammer. And boom. There we go, 17, we got a point out of it. Hitting that bell. It depends on what melee weapon you're using, how much you're going to get. You only get one chance to hit it. The three of you, whoever's the highest out of the three of you that hits it, is the score you're going to get. So I got the max. I banged the bell, so these guys, even if they tried to hit it now, would say you already achieved the highest score you could get. So again, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, I had another decoy. So I was like, what I thought was gonna happen happened. I picked up another decoy. So the particular setup I ran for this day, I actually didn't run it for much longer because Incinerate ammo's good. Like I talked about it in my first game with the Thorn Wreath. Or with Krampus rather. But it's very weak in terms of doing physical damage to somebody. You gotta hit them a little more. So it happened a couple times during this playthrough, this session, where I hit somebody with a nice shot and I needed to follow up. Or someone pushed me and I used my Lamat with Incinerate fanning ammunition, and I did not get the kill, and I hit them more than once. So after that, I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna put this Lamat away with Incinerate anyway, something else maybe, but... And I gave Incinerate ammo a break, like I'm running it right here. And I'm not used to the weight of these rounds on this Federally with a velocity difference. Federalies are already naturally like a slower velocity than say a Mosin or a Lapel, or a Crag even. So me putting Incinerate bullets in a Crag, you know, I'm used to that velocity, but it kind of throws me off a little bit. But the Federally is by far one of my favorite iron sights in a whole game. It just looks so nice. It almost looks like an aperture sight without the top part, so it's really good. So you can't see because my camera's in a way, but my other teammate's actually fighting Rawjaw. He found Rawjaw. And he's going back to kill it now. He went to get health or something. Or a melee, heavy melee. But it's kind of a nice thing to have my camera over top of the bounty logos, because it doesn't happen very often. In fact, it rarely happens to me in general, but people will try to Q snipe you if they know you're streaming. So if somebody I was just in a game with, maybe a partner or a teammate, or somebody I'd killed, I know that's something some of them will do. You know, they got no life. They'll go to my channel after I kill them and they'll wait. And they'll wait for me to queue in again, and they'll try to queue up with me at the same time, so I'm in the same lobby as them. So I'll end up in the same lobby as them, and there's Death Cheat. This is where I thought I got Death Cheat. And they'll just try to stream snipe me, like watch my stream and figure out what we're doing and use that as an advantage to try to kill me and troll me, basically. So when you do this, you know, you don't know what bounty I'm in. We might be in the same map, we might be in this map here, but you don't know if it's the same bounty or the same room. You would know if you've seen the bounties. You'd be like, okay, there's a Butcher and a Rawjaw on this, you know, the sale map. So I bet you Grock's in here, then this is Grock's game. Whereas if he loads into a Desal game in daytime just like I do, it might be an entirely different game. He won't know because he can't see the bounties because my camera covers it. But like I said, it doesn't happen too often. And really, I don't care. If you need to use that to give yourself a little advantage against me, fine. I do have like a 20-second delay on my stream anyway, so... So here we go. I want to give myself another boost because we can hear fighting going on up here, and we want to go and fight. You know, Rotjaw's good and all, but it's not a lot of money. If we get out with this, I think Rotjaw's worth like 200 gold. If we were to all get out together, $200, sorry. Gold, what am I playing? World of Warcraft. That's like $200 if we were to get out with just Rotjaw from what we've gotten so far. So, in my opinion, it's like it's worth risking dying for. If you die, big deal. So we're gonna go for it. If you see me keep pressing E and I'm not using my sight, I'm just trying to see if there's an orange ring around me when I go into my dark sight. When you do that, it lets you know if someone's within 50 yards of you or 100 yards, where you would normally see them with sight anyway. Like if they were closer, it would be glowing orange, and then I would use my dark sight. This hatchet is so horrible for trying to kill dogs. It's one of the few reasons why for a long time I wasn't running the hatchets. I only started running it now because the Murder Circus Battle Pass had this really nice circus-themed hatchet, and I thought it was so nice I wanted to run the hatchet instead of the spear for a bit. That's one thing that's really nice about this Murder Circus. Not just this one, I'm so upset I missed the clowns that were in the Battle Pass in the first Murder Circus, but there's like clowns, clown-themed things, circus-themed skins and everything, and they're so nice. And, like that tomahawk, it's so damn cool. It looks like a Ringmaster's tomahawk. Not a Ringmaster, one of those people that juggle all the blades and everything. It looks like one of those. Oh, yes, this is funny. This is gonna actually be pretty funny. I remember this now. So I told them all there's two on the right, one on the left. And now I'm like, okay, there's like a full team inside there and a full team in the compound. I'm just like to see if anyone's gonna try to peek out the side here, maybe. Because by now they know we're here. They know the Rotjaw team is here, as they can see me on their map. But right here, I'm paying super close attention. See right there, it's glowing orange ring. Even without me looking and using dark sight, it glows orange. Right here, I'm worried about this yellow barrel. Right there, you see it's got oil on it even. Because I have incendiary ammunition, if I were to shoot it, it would instantly ignite. It would blow up, take a bar from me, and then it would stay lit up. And or if I get killed standing on top of it, they would ignite it, and oil doesn't get extinguished. You'd have to physically go and pick me up. So keep track of that, because right now I was thinking about that. So I was kind of nervous. Pushing in, I see my boys pushing in, so I'm like, oh shit, okay. I didn't realize one teammate had a levering shotgun, so right now I'm telling them there's someone right on the other side of this wall, right there. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cook a grenade and throw it over top. Maybe he won't know I'm looking at him. He actually does try to get away. But I'm like, I don't know who he is, who he belongs to, which team, and we kill him. They just killed the other guy at the back door. So now there's two people dead here. And I'm like, okay, well I want to burn this guy. Because he could be with one of those people. And he's sitting on oil too, so they would have to actually come and physically extinguish him. So now I'm telling him there's three in the main building and one in the left outside of the building. That building, I think it's horse stables. I'm not sure what that building is now when I think about it. It's that building right there, though, to the left of that. They're in the back of that. So something crazy happens here. But again, this guy has a levering shotgun, but I didn't expect it. So he's chasing the one guy. I'm like, okay, I think I can get shots from him up here if I see him. This is the solo guy running away. But look at that. Oh, I could not land a shot for the life of me. So now I'm next to this barrel. This barrel, see him heal myself up. Here comes a torch zombie, smack him, boom, blows the barrel up, takes a chunk of my health off. So now the one thing I was worried about early on, so I look at the camera here. I'm shaking my head, looking at the camera like I was worried about that barrel the whole time. And of course it would cost me a goddamn bar. Meanwhile he's getting messed up from this person. And this is a situation where this guy has comms, but he doesn't use a microphone, he uses text, which is so comical and such a fast-paced first-person shooter that he would take time to stop, hide, and text. My other teammate, mind you, he's casually telling me, oh yeah, I'm just killing this other team by myself, don't worry about it. I'm not even really paying attention to him. I'm worried about me and this guy, because I'm like, should I go back for him? And I'm hearing him, he's killing people. It's like, maybe he's alright. So I tell him, is he on top of the bridge or is he below the bridge? And so he stops moving to type.
Is he under the bridge on top?
He tells me under the bridge. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, let's push this guy, because this guy just told us now he killed that whole team by himself. With a shotgun. I can see him hiding right there. And I get him with a headshot. And that's this lobby. Like I said, this wasn't really a big, actually this isn't lobby, but this wasn't really a big game, but I wanted to get some games with all these Christmas skins, so this was the Santa Claus one. So when I say, actually it wasn't, so we count the bodies, there's one person missing. One or two, I can't recall. We go and clear the circus, we get that bounty as well. And just when we were about to leave, somebody uses one of those tarot cards called the Chariot. Now what the Chariot does on Showdown now, they're gonna these cards are pretty much permanent. There's 3 extractions on the map, one of which is right in the dead center of the map always. Which is really weird for Hunt players, but if you have a card called the Chariot, you unlock that extract. And it closes the other one with people near it. The closest one where people are near it, so. There's the guy I blew up, I'm telling him he's up here. If you are a team that's far away from the bounty team they're about to extract, and there's no way you can reach them. Theoretically, with that card, you use it, and you block their exit. Now they have to leave there, they can't exit the game. And there's like a 3-minute or a 4-minute timer where that, because after 4 minutes the extracts go back to normal. And or you might be a team that's, running for your lives. And there's gunfire coming towards the extract you need to get to. And you're near a center extract, so you use the Chariot to get out there. It could be used that way as well. So what happened here was we looted all these bodies. Like I said, we went to the circus. Looted all that. I think I had 2 cash boxes that were worth $1,000 each in this game. Special cash boxes. And right when we got to the extract, I'm noticing there's another body in the water here. Right when we get to the extract, someone uses the Chariot in the lobby. Because they were watching the lightning bolts, they knew we were extracting. So it was so weird. We ended up extracting from the middle one because that one opened up and no one bothered us. It looked like the only solo in the game was the guy I just killed under the bridge. So we were thinking he revived himself when we left. He came to my stream to watch my stream, so he knew when we were gonna leave. He revived himself, and yeah, he went to the circus after us and he grabbed the Chariot card and used it. It was so comical. But anyway, guys, I got one short game with Mr. Ebenezer Scrooge that we'll go over, and I think that'll be it for this video tonight. But let's get into that.
I think that's it. I think that's lobby.
Okay, so here is our last game for this Christmas session of Hunt Showdown ASMR for you guys. As you can see, we are rocking Ebenezer Scrooge, and I'm using another Christmas gun, the Christmas Winfield Swift, actually, from that same skin line. And this is a very, very, very quick game. It's quick, you guys, because as soon as we grab the bounty, the other bounty left. It was a big fight, and they ended up leaving, and my guys just wanted to leave, so I was like, okay. It was very exciting after the first bit, so that's why it's as quick as it is. I think they grabbed the circus bounty, I can't remember. right when we grab the bounty, but yeah, this is the only Scrooge game I have for you guys. I don't know what it is. I'm snake bitten with Scrooge. I just could not get reasonable content from him. I don't know what it was. I was trying my damnedest. I was trying my damnedest to get decent games with him, but I just could not. As soon as I went off of Scrooge, I went back to like Krampus or something else. I'd have these amazing games. So, yeah, unfortunately, I was snake bitten with Scrooge. This was the best I could get, you guys. Like I said, I could play for a few more days, but I want this out for the season of Christmas, and Christmas is only 3 days away, so might be something you guys want to watch and go, you're curious about who Scrooge is. I don't want to have to wait, so this is the best we got for old Ebenezer Scrooge. Like I said, a very, very boring game after this initial fight, I guess. But look at this gun. Like, just look at these Christmas guns. They look amazing. Don't mind me. I'm just going back in. I'm tab bolted out right now. I think I'm actually working on I think this is a thumbnail I'm working on right now. With Affinity Pro.
Almost done. There.
And I'm like, oh man, I just want to finish this and save it, so. And there we go. Now we're in. I really like that transition, guys. It's one of the nicest things I bought for the Christmas season from Etsy. I wanted a really nice, like, dark gothic Christmas transition. Preferably a cowboy, but I couldn't find a cowboy one. That's the best I could get. But I really do like it. It looks really good. And it could actually be used for Phasmophobia as well if I were to play that. So I'm giggling because these circus zombies, these clown zombies, they actually have little laughs. They do like zombie laughs. So I remember telling Louis when I first started playing it, I'm like, dude, you gotta play on. There's circus zombies that remind me of you. They're like you as a zombie. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Even now. So this is really cool. I forgot to mention, you guys have probably been seeing it. It was a nice little quality of life change they did. They actually show what you ping when you're pinging wildlife and sound traps.
Let's go murder them.
Barrels and, everything medkits. They actually show it now, so it's not just a random thing pinged. So a lot of times you'd ping birds before and you'd have to tell your team birds, by the way, the birds are right here. But now they know from seeing it, so it helps the people that are mutes not have to talk even more, I guess. So right now we're hearing gunfire coming from here. We know this team's here.
They're killing them.
So I'm like, I gotta levering Winfield or Ranger. I guess they changed the name again. I always forget that. I'm going straight in, balls deep here. So with old Ebenezer, they just banished it. That's the best time to push in, guys, when they just banish, because it's super loud for everybody. He just got a kill with his shotgun. So I go upstairs. He's trying to revive him right now. I get a kill there.
Only one out, boys.
And then I'm getting shot from somebody up here.
Hit her.
I can't believe she stood her ground here. And boom, kill right there.
GG, thanks for coming out.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the game. This is literally it. We banish, and there's a fight happening right now. We're right as we're banishing. They grab the bounty and they leave. So we end up leaving as well. And that's all. This is it. But that was it for Ebenezer Scrooge. Like I said, I just had a little tiny game, a little tiny sample to show you guys. And that's all 4 Christmas characters from Hunt Showdown for the Christmas season, as well as the Christmas weapons they had available. So with that being said, guys, I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope, again, you guys are going to have a great Christmas, stress-free. If I don't see you guys before Christmas, Merry Christmas. Have a happy holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. But with that, guys, have a good night, good day, whatever it may be.